What if there's an organization that was solely dedicated to trying to lift kids so they could have fun and have some of the things that other regular kids that don't have the same struggles get to enjoy in life? I said, wouldn't you want to be a part of that? It's not going to take a lot of time or a lot of money from you. That's what Little Smiles is.
Little Smiles helps tens of thousands of kids all across South Florida. Kids that are sick, kids that have been displaced by tragedy or illness. Doesn't matter what has put a child in that circumstance. If we can help out with a toy or a gift and help spread smiles, that's what we like to do.
Well, I can tell you that kids don't want to be in the hospital. It's scary, it takes them out of their comfort zone, they don't feel good. So just knowing that Little Smiles has taken the time to figure out what it is the kids need in the hospital to make it a not so scary place and not so stressful for the families.
I personally had a family where they had been in the hospital for days and they hadn't left. They were eating nothing but hospital food, and Little Smiles provides a lot of snacks and food, for the family to have while they're here. Took the edge off and allowed them as a family to regroup and kind of face the situation with a stronger outlook.
We also do movie nights and pizza nights at some of our facilities, and that's where we come in with our volunteers and we will roll around in carts with pizzas to give to the families and just, again, give them that break of having to worry about what am I going to get for dinner, or what does the hospital have today, or when does the hospital cafe close. We're able to give them just something to eat for the night. And with movie nights, we also have volunteers that will roll into a facility with a popcorn machine and make fresh popcorn for the kids and their families while they enjoy a nice movie. Just kind of take a break and take your mind off the severity or the realness of the situation you're in. It's a nice way to kind of just take a couple hours, not think about anything, and really just enjoy the evening with your family.
What is so great for us to see is when a child's brought to the unit and they get on the unit, they're sad, they have little frowns on their faces, they don't feel well. And when they see the toys that we have and the video games, I mean, they don't even want to leave when it's time for them to go home because they've had such a fun time here in the hospital, believe it or not.
We have relationships with all of our facilities, whether it be through nurses, nurse liaisons, or social workers. They're the key to the success of Little Smiles.
Well, Little Smiles does lots of events all year long. We're very event heavy.
So Bamboozle is very unique in that it is a scavenger bar crawl that we do downtown West Palm. We do on Clematis every year, and every year there's a theme, and everybody takes that theme to heart.
Let's go, Little Smile.
And you saw people walking up and down Clematis dressed up as superheroes or dressed up as their favorite villain. So it's really just a great way to just hang out with your fellow West Palm Beachers and go up and down Clematis having fun and looking for really random things.
The Little Smiles Golf Tournament is so much fun. It's not your typical golf tournament. We crank it up, we have a blast, we're irreverent and crazy, and nobody really cares about the score. It's more about the fun. We actually have kids that come out and join us from local hospitals and shelters, and so we really do encompass the mission during the golf tournament that day.
Each event that we have is very special in its own way. But personally for me, I just love our Little Smiles Holiday Toy Drive. It's not just one day, it's for 7 weeks. So to get to play a part and to be out there in the trenches with the community, doing so much on a consistent basis. It's also the one time a year in which our mission just changes ever so slightly. So it's not just about helping a sick child that's in need or needs us to be there for them, but it's about helping any child or any family that's in need during that period of time. It's an honor that we get to have and play a part in our community.
The Stars Ball is the best thing for me because you get to see these kids and you understand the story that goes behind it. And then you can see for them a night of triumph where they get to come and walk the red carpet and the smiles on their face and the tears in their parents' eyes. And the moment that they get out together, for a lot of these families, this is the first time that they've been out to be able to do anything like this in quite some time. And something we take for granted, it really gives you perspective, just out there rooting these kids on. And you see the struggle that they've been through and you see the victory and the triumph of that one single evening. By far my favorite Little Smiles event.
At Little Smiles, we are a family. As our president, Chip Lubeck, said many years ago, and it still holds true today, this is a way of life for us.
This is a charity that helps families and children immediately, and I think the community loves that.
Little Smiles needs you.
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 All right, our stars have arrived. Little Smiles needs you. Donate or sign up to volunteer today. Thank you.